Welcome to today's deep dive. So you know that feeling when you get a mosquito bite and, well, the urge to scratch it is just, it's so intense it feels absolutely necessary for your survival right in that moment. Like you just have to do it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But then you do scratch it and you're just left bleeding and inflamed. I mean, it's way more uncomfortable than if you just, left it alone in the first place.
Exactly. And today we're unpacking a source, a really deeply personal excerpt from a piece titled Text that basically explores the digital equivalent of that bloody mosquito bite.
Right. We're talking about online snooping. Our mission today is to really explore that vulnerable psychological aftermath, unpacking the shame and the emotional fallout of breaking our own digital boundaries.
Because we have all been there. You open an app, you look at a profile you swore you wouldn't, and suddenly you're just spiraling.
Yeah, you start checking the hearts, the heights of people in the photos, the whole who is she thing. But to understand that painful aftermath, we really have to look at the deceptive reason we take the bait, the lie of curiosity.
The lie of curiosity. I mean, the narrator goes right back to the screen because curiosity falsely promises that just identifying someone as family or a stranger will finally bring certainty and safety.
But it's a false promise because the feedback loop never actually stops with information. Curiosity only ever delivers more questions, right? The loop, it really only stops with silence.
Okay, wait, let's unpack this for a second. Because if we logically know this digital snooping is a trap, why does our brain still crave that false certainty?
Well, it's because you're trying to solve an emotional problem with a data solution. And when that snooping fails to bring peace, it immediately triggers this heavier secondary emotional burden.
Oh, right, the meta-guilt.
Yes, exactly, meta-guilt. The hardest part isn't even what the narrator actually saw on the screen. It's the secret double loop of shame.
The double loop. Like you're obsessing over the digital interaction, but you're also carrying this massive weight of hiding that insecurity from your partner.
Yeah, it compounds the emotional attacks completely. You become trapped hiding a secret reaction to a secret action.
It's basically like eating a piece of cake you swore off, right? The real anxiety doesn't even come from the cake itself. It comes from frantically trying to hide the wrapper.
That is such a good way to put it. And being trapped in that double loop feels like a massive step backward, which, well, it forces a really critical choice on you.
Right, you either spiral into self-loathing or you drastically reframe the mistake.
Exactly. And in their third entry, the narrator makes a vow. They realize that hunting for answers on Facebook is just a different kind of poison. So they anchor themselves with this realization: a slip-up is not a start-over.
A slip-up is not a start-over.
Yeah.
I love that so much. It's so empowering.
It really is a profound identity shift. You aren't a failure for looking,
Yeah.
You are just human for caring. But you become a warrior when you actively choose to stop the cycle and return to your own reality.
So what does this all mean for how we process our own shame then? Like, how vital is it to separate a momentary slip-up from our overarching identity?
It's everything. If you fuse your identity to the mistake, you stay trapped. The power isn't in never feeling tempted. It's in the pivot, stepping out of their digital reality and back into your own.
So when you break a boundary to snoop, the digital answers, they aren't going to save you. But giving yourself the grace to stop the loop totally will.
Spot on. Grace is the cure to the poison.
Which leaves you with this to mull over. If the digital world only offers a different kind of poison, what happens when we redirect all that frantic investigative energy away from screens and use it to genuinely investigate our own real-world needs instead?